I'm Chris Duke, and this is Motorz. To change the headlights in most vehicles is a fairly simple process. Just remove a couple of bolts and they pop right out. With newer vehicles like the 2010 Camaro and our Project 2008 Mustang here, it's a completely different story. You actually have to remove the entire front bumper just to get the headlights out. So today on Motorz, we're going to show you how to replace the factory clear headlights with aftermarket smoked ones from AmericanMuscle.com. For this installation, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, a flat blade screwdriver, a socket wrench, a 7/32 socket, a 10mm socket, and you're going to need a blanket for that bumper to sit on when you take it off. The first thing you need to do is remove the radiator cover. Now there's 6 of these clips. You've got to pop out this inside plunger, and once you've got that out, and these guys come out. And once you've got that off, all 6 of those, take a 10mm socket and remove this bolt right here next to the headlight. Next, turn your wheel to the side so you can have access to these 3 Phillips head screws that are here. Once you've removed those, there's 4 bolts underneath the valance, and you're going to need a 7/32 socket to remove those. There's 2 10mm bolts right up in here that we need to remove. In order to get there, we need to remove this fender lining. So grab a hold of it and work it on out of there. Disconnect the marker lights by pressing on these tabs and pulling out. There's one of them. There's a second one. Repeat on the other side. Now lay down a blanket so when you pull the bumper off your vehicle you don't scratch all your paint. Now to get this thing off your vehicle, you got to pull it off the bolts on the side here. Once you've done that, you want to disconnect your fog lights right in here. Those are just clipped on. To get our headlight out, there's one 10mm bolt up on the top and there's 2 on the bottom. So remove those and this thing slides right out. Once you've got your headlight out, disconnect your bolt. Take your new headlamp, put your bulb back in, and reinsert it into your vehicle. Now once you've repeated the whole process on the other side, and your passenger side, go ahead and put your bumper back on, and you might need a buddy to help you out with that.
Parts. Brought to you by Hellwig Products. Quality suspension products for over 60 years.
With the brand new 2010 Camaro hitting the market earlier this year, aftermarket parts are still pretty hard to come by for this muscle car. Fastlane Incorporated is helping solve that problem with the Pipeline cold air intake exclusively for the 2010 Camaro SS with the 6.2-liter V8 that helps add an additional 30 horsepower with a tune. The kit comes complete with everything you need, including a washer fluid container bracket. The intake is a direct bolt-on that doesn't require any cutting and is made out of aluminum with CNC mass air flanges and dry air filter that never needs to be oiled. The Pipeline intake is available for standard, silver, and an optional color-matched paint and retails for $469. For more information, visit www.fastlaneincorporated.com. As you can see, changing out the headlights in an S197 Mustang is a little bit more involved because you have to remove the entire front bumper. Hopefully this episode will show you all the steps so that you can do it yourself very easily. Well, that does it for this episode of Motorz. For more parts from Mustangs like these, head on over to AmericanMuscle.com. And of course, go to Motorz.tv where you can watch more episodes of Motorz and take a look at below the show player for notes on this particular episode, and take a look at our forums as well so you can chat it up about your particular installation in our forums. just pop up this little plunger type thing, and then these guys come off. Just like that. I am tightening it. Save the date. Looks like I got a bunch of styrofoam here, Jason. That's what's saving your life, buddy. To get our headlight out, there's one telling... I must have already tightened it.
You're doing the wrong bolt, dude. You're doing the fenders.
That was funny. Now, once you put your fender bolt back on that you didn't need to take off to begin with, really? And hopefully this episode, seriously, really? Hi, Mom. Well, the headlights are back on, the bumper's back on, and the fog lights are reconnected, and the side marker lights are reconnected, and we've polished our pony. All right, we're done.